We're not going to have the jet changes. We're also not going to have the map changes from when that's just been grinding Valorant in the last 3 days and is like, hold on, I just got you something new. I maybe put your minds back to Berlin. Already getting things started by being very aggressive. Version X coming in as the supposed winners of this match, and I guess proving it right off the bat by diving into B long, taking out many of NMG, but then we actually have Clutch coming back. GG as well, and Naomi 1v1 is going to win it, and props win it for the team. No, not quite. Clutch actually living up to the name, and hold on here. Pastry time. Did Version X just get slapped back a little for being too confident?
That was real nice. I mean, there's a lot of like, hey, let's go control belong on this map, and that was about the most aggressive version of that on the pistol there, just yeeting through the Astra smoke, guns ablazing, and then everyone collapses through the TP to clean it up. Real nice aim there on the back of it all for Clutch to seal it up. I thought the Classic was going to have it, but turns out the Frenzy's pretty good. So going to be a nice start off here for NMG, who are, you know, as far as seeding goes, the underdogs here in this match.
I mean, absolutely. It's the seeding, but then you guys also can go and try and look up a lot of stats from these players, and you're not going to be able to find too much. But we have another kind of, I mean, push out here from Version X. I mean, they really want to do something. They're kind of going to get a bit found out, perhaps by some utility, though, and it's going to become maybe an awkward retake for Version X, as NMG already heading into B, realizing that there's only the Sova, only rush there in a cloud as well, trying to shock dart, find anything at all, and then forced to back away, wait for the team, and try and survive an elbow. Kind of alone. Might be able to do something as the rest of the team starts to come up here. We have Natty going down, though, as actually all of the kills here go to NMG.
Ooh.
And we have, a little bit of turnaround. A little bit of a turnaround. Car on the Version X, though, not going to be able to clean it up as GG does take the victory. In Valorant, we have come to expect that if you win the first round, you do win the second one, but this is just continuing that momentum for the underdogs. That
is a massive amount of damage, though, done. To only have one player left alive there and bringing a Spectre through is not the way you wanted things to go. I'm always curious how teams want to play their anti-ecos, right? I like what Version X did, right? Just like, hey, let's all just kind of come through mid effectively on this map, out through a short, and see if we can find anyone creeping. The Killjoy utility unfortunately shut that all down.
The first 2 rounds is Version X. A little bit of aggression in the first one didn't really work out, and then of course having a tough time in the second. But as my co-caster was going over, the econs are actually not super set, because these have been very close rounds so far.
Yeah, it's half by time for NMG, which I like. Making sure to preserve your econ for the next round. This actually makes sense, like, in general, because if you keep all your guns, you'll play it what's called a bonus round. So you'll just, play with your worst guns and hope that if you win the round, you absolutely devastate your opponent. If not, at least you won't expect to win that round. Jet, though, dashing in. Naomi going to be tested. Lex looking to peek around U-Hall, but this is a very important fight to win. But sticking in the hall for now is going to be an A-take out here as Version X look to repel NMG. And this Viper and Astro usually looking awfully tricky to get through.
Yeah, Viper wall always obnoxious to actually try and figure out what to do. But it looks like we've actually calmed down as far as the rounds have gone. This one's a bit calmer. Milky Way finds that first pick onto Clutch, and Naomi right there. A tag team doing quite well until GG actually takes out the person, the Astra in Heaven. Maybe allowing some teammates to join on in. I mean, it is just GG and Lex now for NMG. As Rush takes one down, it's just Lex and U-Haul. I mean, with the shotgun, so, someone runs into her, might be able to get a couple last picks, but right now Version X is like,
30 seconds left.
We're just telling you to come to us. That's all right.
Yeah, I can see why they didn't want to go to A. Now, again, not around NMG necessarily expecting to win, but Lex dashed into you. Was hoping to get a kill with the Bucky, and unfortunately is just going to have to meet your end. Kara looking for the shot. It's a lineup, and Kara going to get the easy kill. 4 preserve there for Version X. They put a first round on the board.
Some, I think real, it was a tiny thing, but showing, I guess, why Version X has some high expectations. The patience there, the realization that they just could wait that one out and not go chasing around just for the sake of having kills by entering into U-Haul when there was a Bucky waiting for him. That might have turned it into maybe another closer round, but finally we have a round that was actually quite dominant from the team that we expected to be dominant coming in here. Again, that higher seed, but having a bit of a tougher time as NMG set up what looks to be this B push.
Yep, back to B control. I like this for NMG, just kind of going back to what worked. Are we going to get the same push? It does look like Version X want to play, but Natty not going to push through the smoke this time, just exchanging some fire back through. A little bit of damage, but not enough to get a kill here.
Come on, let's go! actually have Clutch try and make some room here, try and get some scouting. Was taken out really quickly, though. I don't think that actually really counted as a lot of scout, but Natty finally taken down, perhaps peeking a little bit too often, perhaps not thinking that there'd still be so many people trying to make B long work. Now that they've gotten the kill, they're actually going to rotate over, pretty happy with that. And now going to try A, which, you know, last time didn't go so well, but now it would only be Naomi. With a Viper wall, yes, like excellent at buying time, excellent at communicating like, hey guys, come on over, but it could be open. Let's see if they figure that one out. Even a Viper's Pit coming down. Buying that time. Yeah, okay, now VERSIONX knows. A little bit of a KJ ult coming in, try and make some room, though at least they can get to the default plant site. And Clutch even providing that coverage into U-Haul, setting everyone up with angles. Even GG going into the bathroom showers, trying to get another angle, but Naomi was trying to buy some time, grabs at least one before being taken out. Clutch, though, still alive, ready. The spike is going to be planted, and we do have a 3v2 situation. Skara takes out Clutch. Things could still happen here for VERSIONX, but it's going to be a little difficult to do. Going to try and blind someone as they go into the smoke. Lex has got the lineup, is going to get one kill, and is looking for the second one. Finds Rush as well, and that is another point on the board for NMG.
Nicely done. Really late B-take there. Left Lex chilling in outside hookah, just for the lurk, but then joined the play at the end of it all and actually got, I think, the opening frag to open up that site. Made enough noise with B long there, with enough spam to actually rotate one off. I think Milky Way was considering not leaving, and then was like, you know what? Surely they're going to hit B, given that what we saw in the first few rounds. And I think NMG doing a really nice job of hitting this timing. And then, of course, Sky's basically trapped in that point, and Lex able to gun 2 down very easily.
Coming in from the same angle, or in the same corner, made it a bit easier, but yeah, I think that was a bit playing into how the previous rounds went down. They're really showing a lot of presence over at B yet again here, as we actually have a big old move into B. They have bullied VERSIONX back, where the VERSIONX has given up that space. And get a blind with actually. Okay, that got a little close and personal as Clutch just comes on in. Perhaps Natty wasn't expecting such ferocity from the other team. But now we have the trades going out as B looks to be planted. Carlo not going to find anything. That means the plant should go down. And now VERSIONX down to just 2. Have to figure out a way to make this round work in some way, some form.
Yeah, not a big buy here. Naomi's going to try. Gets one with the Spectre. Clutch going to go down. Very nice shooting, but at long range here, this is not going to be a fun fight to try and win. And Milky Way is pulling up the rear here, looking for B long. Might get one here. Is there a customer? There is, but GG gets the kill.
And Naomi gets taken down. That is a cleanup there for NMG, as they now lead the series up by 3. Just such a powerful performance by, you know, basically the relative unknowns. VERSIONX need to, get back. And they have better guns this time around. They might be able to make some magic happen. But really loving what NMG is showing in terms of, I guess, like, varied play styles. You know, the fact that they are, like, either choosing to kind of play around B long cautiously, make a lot of noise, and then move on, or then just flipping the script right into, like, okay, go, go, go. If we have an opening, just go for it, and possibly surprising everyone in VERSIONX. I actually really like what we're seeing for NMG, and I thought it would be the opposite. I thought I'd be talking a lot about VERSIONX.
This round's going to matter a lot, though, because Natty's got an op, looking for that B-long control again, but does not find anyone. Again, players are committing quite a few agents and utilities to try and control the area, but that leaves Clutch getting up nice and up here in hookah with everyone leaving it defended. So going to ulti on in, see if they can find something happening. Flash out. Party time. Natty gets one. That's a very good kill, but the dash away is not enough. But Natty somehow gets another one. Now the Bladestorm's going to be ripping out. Clutch does get one as Naomi on the lurk, I believe, is trying to find something, but Natty knives out looking for another customer here as VERSIONX will hold on to B.
And no one's buying what she's selling, at least not anymore, as they quickly move on to another marketplace. And that marketplace this time around is going to be A. I do have some presence there from Milky Way. Astro also pretty good at buying some time. But again, another aggressive, though into the ult could be very awkward. Rush fights too with the ult. That was such a perfect lineup. That was so awkward for the attackers. Oh man, Clutch gonna try and make some magic happen. Gonna go use the teleport to go over to B. We got left, right, and maybe finally they've at least found the plant. With 2 to 3, it's definitely still doable for NMG.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, just a flash and a turret here for NMG's utility. Oh, that recon is so nice, and Natty's just going straight through the smoke. Looking for a play, clears the back of the site. One and long, they can see it. Both players we know are playing there. But Clutch gonna try and flash here for the teammate. Does get GG up, but can't find it. Oh, what a kill though. Natty goes down. Kara gets one back. And now GG in a 1v2 looking to make it happen. That Sky Flash is not going to be enough, but Kara seals the deal, finishes off the final kill.
Oh man, I actually was really worried about the lining up of the agents there.
Me too.
But she made me a 2-for-1. Oh no, but it's okay. It's okay, guys. VERSIONX is gonna be able to get the defuse, but again, another very scrappy round there. Only one left over at the end of the day.
Yeah, this keeps happening, and if this is going to be the story of this map, I'm very excited for how the rest of these rounds are going to play out. I mean, you said it before, the style for NMG definitely feeling pretty fast-paced, and given that they have both KO and Phoenix, I'm not super surprised. Clutch is like flashing herself into basically every angle you can look at, and they've gone B obviously a lot of times. It looks like they will be setting up for that again, but good news, Natty did get the AWP recovered, so Jay is going to have a domain over that long alley once again.
That's a very good point. Very good point. That's going to be really tough to move into. And we have some utility here for NMG, so it's definitely not impossible. Pinner going out. Not going to really open up any opportunities, though. Still knowing there's so many people. They make some noise. They use one utility there, pretty much. Actually bait some out, really, from VERSIONX. And then it looks like the plan is to try and see what can they do on A, or perhaps even hoping that VERSIONX will once again be a little overeager and push into them. But so far, VERSIONX very patient, very calm, knowing that they have both sides pretty much under control thanks to the utility from the Viper and the Astra.
Yeah, already lost GG. Looks like a little battle outside showers may have given VERSIONX the lead there, despite having not the best gun, certainly better than what NMG are bringing to bear here in this round. Lex has popped the Blade Storm, so she'll be looking for some heads. Tries to go for the Astra, flash out, onto A we go, but again, the Viper utility is going to make it so troublesome. Naomi tested once again, gets one, gets two, the spray down! So good there out of VERSIONX Naomi. And Milky Way is going to answer back, make it two more, and that's a flawless out of VERSIONX.
Very nicely done. Our first flawless as well, but well-deserved. That was just a nice cleanup. I mean, they had really nice positioning on both of the sites and the operator. I mean, just adding above like anything else over on that B long's always so difficult to push into. Didn't mind that, you know, NMG respected that, tried to do other things, right? But especially getting just picked off right before even really action had started, and then trying to push into people who I think were still ultimately very well aware of the plan. Probably discussing, like, yeah, that makes the most sense. They're still nowhere near B. It moved out of Fountain, so on and so forth. We actually have Kara with some Seekers, could be using them, but so far just the dog and the bird being used. And that is going to be aggressive into B. VERSIONX respecting it, backing off into elbow and getting their team to actually come around, potentially from behind too. But again, that turret nicely placed. Well, we should be able to see that. I'm gonna go through graffiti. We have a little bit of movement over in Garden. PG looking for a shot as we have the KJ ult making that space. It actually detains a player as well. Oh, it's the Sova. It's Rush, unfortunately detained here on elbow. But at least protected, right? Like, oh, the Seekers! Oh, they do end up helping Kara a little bit. Gonna be a couple of trades over here as we get down to 3v3, but Milky Way actually grabbing two, making it perhaps even again, actually. Rush down, gets one. Now it's just down to the Omen here. Now on Hookah, looking for anyone poking out. Can they find the heads? They're weak. They find one. Max shots could grab the next. Naomi needs to defuse. This makes it really awkward for Naomi, and actually perfectly done. Max shots gets the cleanup. Another point there for NMG. That puts person who's in that position one person down, right? And you have to get the defuse. It just makes it so difficult to actually do. Like, how do you play that mind game? And unfortunately, Naomi wasn't able to win it.
And these rounds are absolutely wild, which is so much fun. I mean, that was basically going to have to be a retake setup from VERSIONX the entire time. There were actually three people basically doing the B-long setup in a short, so they were trying to, again, set up Natty's up. Doesn't have an up this time, has a Phantom. Didn't get the pick, and as soon as they realized that NMG were just running the same plan and defaulting straight back to B, they're like, okay, I guess we have to retake the B site now because we're definitely going to lose it. And then Chaos erupted as it's going to be a 3v2 lining up here for Long Clutch. This is going to be a self-flash into a swing, and how punished is she going to get? Because this could be tough. There's the flash, there's the peek, and no kills just yet. Only sees one player there. There are two more in the garden area.
Yeah, this is not going to cause any movement from the attackers. They are still situated, looking for a bit more scouting there. Sova's Eagle doesn't get very much. And yeah, I think just playing this out, trying to scout as they have kind of had to calm down a little bit. And it's again VERSIONX with that nice setup, 3 over in B, the two best utilities, I would argue, over on A. perhaps the push has got to be happening there, and it actually looks like the communication has gone through. People are slowly moving over into A. That's where all this utility still is. Maybe an early pick could actually set NMG, but it's actually the opposite. Milky Way wins the duel. And what does NMG do now? Are they going to try and push it?
I mean, you have to pick a site and get there, and you only have 25 seconds left. So I think A is going to have to be the play, because that's where we've set everyone up. So it's going to be a very late A take here, but not a lot left. No KO to try and bust you in. Clutch only has 1 flash left. She does have 1 away from ulti. She's going to flash herself through, see what she can find, but again, VERSIONX playing very far back on these sites, so it smokes a plenty, flash out of showers from the Omen, and Clutch finds the opener. Plant is there, but Naomi has not been spotted yet. This is a very critical position to hold on to.
Yeah, it's actually not too bad. Planting that down, still a 4v4. Naomi still kind of tucked in the corner, could be flying out and actually getting the hit, or gets shot herself. That is Clutch coming in, getting, sent back, with the run it back at the very least, but still that means that NMG in a good spot. Finally, the rest of VERSIONX is around to help out. They got a, diffused at least baits at the very least, but a good dash away, and that leaves NMG up a point with 3 members still alive as well.
So nicely done from NMG. I think the thing that's been consistently happening is that NMG have basically said, hey, we're going B long, that's our default, which is very standard on this map. And I think the little adjustment from VERSIONX from the last time we saw is that they're not rotating Milky Way over anymore. They're keeping the Astra on A because they know that, like, if they don't hit B super fast, they're probably coming back, and we don't want to, have a 5v1 or a 4v1 to potentially try and make that play happen. The difference there was that they're just fearless. NMG are just hitting in the site. Clutch wins the super important duel, and even though Naomi is able to stick in that spot and stay hidden, by the time the retake comes through, Phoenix has already ulted out of U, gotten the kill, and then it's so much harder for VERSIONX to do anything because they can't retake U here. As this could be dicey. Clutch in a 1v2, very nice out of VERSIONX as Naomi gets killed with the Sheriff, but missed shots. Gets one back there. It's going to be a trade, and no gun pickup there for Naomi.
A nice little start to this round. Still thinking about the last one and how little time they had to actually plant the spike to actually get it through. Naomi continuing to do work with the Sheriff. Oh, Naomi, now it's time to pop off. Absolutely do it. I want to get excited. I want to get really excited for VERSIONX's potential comeback as well, as they find themselves down by 3. Tons of utility on the site, however, seems like it's going to scare away NMG, at least for now, as they back away. Although, Lex is actually looking for potential wrap around now. She's also going to go maybe perhaps over into B, where only player there is going to be Natty.
We've sold the A-take, though, which means there's only one person chilling. It's just Natty, like you said, chilling with the Bucky in hookah. Now, to be fair, this is actually not a bad hold if they do choose to go through hookah. So we'll see if GG face checks this for Jet, because, again, VERSIONX do not have good money here. They're on, an absolute budget buy. Naomi's already found one, and this is going to be a very critical fight to win! And GG is going to shut it down. Natty's going to get crushed as NMG take the site.
Very nice prediction right there. Immediately just turn around, take that out. Now GG's going to get planted. Even VERSIONX to come back in. They might be able to find some shots, though. Nah, not going to actually deliver any kills. There's Naomi going down, as it looks like NMG have all but gotten this, especially with the Killjoy ult coming in. Now Rush trying to live up to her name, not able to do very much, as that was a tough round to win. And it looks like NMG continue to extend their lead. Just really strong performance from these. I gotta imagine VERSIONX came into this, and now we're thinking like, huh, okay, like this is actually going to be a tough first round for this qualifier.
Yeah, again, like Bind, definitely not a map they've played that much of, at least as far as we can tell. And I think some of that mid-round stuff is showing as well. Like, they're typically sticking players on sites. To be fair to the last round, they didn't really have a choice, because you have to pick to stack a site because you have no guns. So not necessarily fair for me to say they bid on the fake, where in reality I think they're just gambling, and unfortunately for them, they didn't gamble at the right site. But once again, it is fast B for NMG. This seems to be the play.
Out before. I cannot use that. Actually get pretty free into it. KO suppresses at least one. And they're going to get the plant as well. A couple of utilities going off. Clutch waiting patiently. Naomi gonna find someone though. Maybe 2, not quite. And Lex gets taken down as well. Oh, it's a lot of fighting around elbow. Milky Way is going to actually pull back to the rest of her team as we have some Seekers being sent out, trying to find some information. A blind going down as Clutch really wants to find the kills. Not gonna be blinded, but still wants to fight. Not going to win that one. Unfortunately, that is going to be GG all left alone, coming in from very far away. I mean, taking out 1, 2, absolutely possible here, but all 4, especially with the smoke up. I don't know if that's going to happen. Might just try to fire through, and she does find Milky Way. Okay, now this actually is getting really complicated. Okay, now. All right, they do push through. They take care of her, but I was like, if they just, you know, hope that they have enough people to defuse while she sprays through that, they might be in trouble. But now they clean things up.
Yeah, excellent visualization there to pick up the kill there for GG, but unfortunately, VX do the right thing, which is just push through the smoke and make sure that doesn't happen again. Because even though they can't see you when you're trying to defuse, you also can't see them. So much easier just to take the uneven fight and get it there. VERSIONX was an awesome retake. The 2 A defenders actually there, Milky Way and Naomi, clutch in that elbow spot in the back of B. If that territory had been lost, that would have been a significantly harder thing to do. B is such a pain to retake. I know this as someone that loves to buy an operator and has to constantly rotate from A to B and just like, I just want to die every time it happens because going through that tiny choke through the hallways is just such a pain. So that is territory that VERSIONX needed to hold, and they did. As we are going to catch a couple of replays here. I believe we have a timeout right now.
Yes, we do. VERSIONX trying to think about how they want to make away with their momentum, I guess, now that they've gained a little bit at the very least. These are 3 plays coming in from the entire map so far. It's not exactly been the cleanest, right? If we're thinking about, you know, hey, Berlin, right? We're thinking about perhaps a lot of the slow pushes, a lot of like the reads, and while there is definitely some of that on this map, I absolutely love it when they just put, you know, pedal to the metal, right? They just go for it, and that has been at least some of what NMG is doing, especially on B, something that VERSIONX has tried to adapt to, but can't always entirely know where their opponents are going, because, for instance, this time around, it seems to be an A push.
Oh, I love this, actually. This is the final round of the half, as a reminder, so I love just mixing it up. Fast A here is going to be the play. Lex probably going to dash into you, and Clutch, this is a very, very necessary duel to win. Trailblazers are going to get shot down. Naomi, of course, so Clutch takes out GG, and still the 2-player shower defense is going to make Clutch's life miserable, but they're already on A. Oh, this is very interesting. We kind of split the site. Milky Way going to get jump scared there through the back of spawn. And mid-shot's going to take down another. VERSIONX looking good, but Natty trying to fight the spray down so close. 2 for 2, though, as we're wrapping all the way around to the other side. Zombie Grub, it's on holiday now.
That was a bit. That was if you had just taken a look at the minimap, would have been very confused. Yeah, actually pushing through A, maybe not going nearly as well as they were hoping, as Natty was able to really put up a fight over on the defender side. But we do have finally the plant on B, and now it's Naomi and Kara looking to grab the last few members of NMG and hopefully defuse the spike as we're about to get into the second half of this map. Naomi's really been popping off. Certainly could do so again here as they come through hookah. They actually have NMG set up more in garden. They know where the spike is. They know that much. We're trying to get some information. Well, the Viper's Pit will certainly help because now everyone is blind. Everyone might be missing information. A good attempt to try and stall out the defuse. It doesn't work, and Kara comes out of the Viper's Pit. And NMG were not expecting that. They get taken out, and Naomi is going to get the defuse.
Just barely finds it, VERSIONX. Gonna end the half 5-7. A nice little crawl back there to even things up. And unfortunately, the oh-no is because the Phoenix lineup, Molly lineup missed. And they had to just...
Versus Vision Strikers. VERSIONX. It's got the wrong V in there. My bad. Yeah, I was like, oh, I wish that'd be so great. I feel like that's going to be a common one for me. But no, VERSIONX, that team that just got picked up, it used to be Just Breathe, actually turning in, top seed, yeah, for this qualifier, but not the ones we're currently winning. But as we flip sides, that could actually start to change. I know you pointed out that's not exactly their best map, but we are expecting great things from this team, and they're recently starting to deliver. Feels like they're picking up the pace a little bit.
I promise they swap sides, by the way. But B control is just so standard on this map that is what's happening. Kara there gonna get the Trailblazer through. Dog doesn't quite get all the way out the window, but does get a little bit of info. No one is playing under there, and now we're lining up for a B hit by the looks of things. I don't know where that nade went, but it seemed cool, whatever the lineup was. I think tried to hit outside hookah, but instead Natty gonna be the one to play contact. 2 backside, 1 elbow, and the killjoy turret to get out of the way. So it does get cleared. No one swings though. And now Sova with a big dot in the back line. Natty's dashing straight back to sight. Looking for the heads. Gets one of the body as Clutch gets another. But now going to get traded there as Kara swings around the back. And Naomi from the window spot is going to try and pick somebody off, but does not grab it as the site does now belong to VERSIONX.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't quite have the backstab here yet, but here it is now, and absolutely, Nemo was not expecting that one. Easy headshot for Lex. She comes in through Hooker with her help, the help of a teammate, as Miss Shots is able to get the kill, and there is the wrap-up. NMG going to be able to defuse, able to get this first point, and we actually have something a little more similar to the first half of this map, which is NMG coming in very strong.
Clutch kill for Lux for sure, getting that backstab onto Naomi, but honestly just really nice retake spots there for NMG. Like, one spawn, one elbow, one hooker is about perfect. Most retakes, especially on V on Vine, do not look that nice, but they're able to maneuver their players into the right spots. The critical win there for Lex, getting that first backstab kill out of Hookah, basically seals the round, and then it's 3v2 where enemies are coming at you from literally every angle. So VERSIONX going to be in an unfortunately familiar spot to kick off this round. They are once again down after losing a pistol.
Exactly. Ended up being a really nice play. All right, now we're going to attempt A. A little bit of mixing it up. They are the ones who have the worst guns. Someone's just trying to overpower a specific site, hoping that more people makes it work. Can work out, and that seems to be the case so far, as NMG forced to respect just the sheer number of agents that are going to get on the site. There's the plant, but that means that everyone is still alive for NMG. They're going to come in for that retake, already setting up a lot of different angles, coming in from a lot of different directions. I mean, VERSIONX clearly knowing that this is what's probably going to happen, trying to get their angles, trying to get their setup. It seems like it's good so far, but actually GD is going to be coming in here, grabbing two. While Lex also grabs Milky Way. Rush being able to fire back just a little bit, though. Unfortunately, gets taken down after a 2K, and Lex will clear up Naomi for another NMG win.
All right.
Eventually.
A little bit of fun there for Lex as GG does get killed by Viper Molly. But GG gets an award for clearing her corners, by the way. That was a spot where I was terrified because I had the long guns and they're trying to take the extremely close quarters fight through U-Haul. But again, GG just has everything lined up, even with Carl running the bait setup.
That's where, VERSIONX might have had the best opportunities once you force those close fights with, the worst guns. But no, excellent clear there from NMG. We're really playing like pros, absolutely. And now, it was, awkward third round of a half. Maybe this is where VERSIONX, they did come back in the first half. I'm looking to do it here in the second. As it looks like another A, although, NMG now mixing things up and being very aggressive.
We're sending it out there. Milky Way gonna be tested. Does have a Phantom, needs to take the fight, but Lex is running it. There's one head. Looking for more. There's two. Milky Way. This looks so good. Looking for a third. Pulls out the pistol, and Clutch finally shuts it down. But Natty's found one. Miss Shots has found another, and Rush is gonna make it a 3v1.
And that was actually pretty cool. The fact that you had a basically running gun, which of course is bad in Valorant, but just running back, stopping, getting the kill, running back, made that actually look almost doable. But of course, having to change the pistol, just knowing that there's too many people coming at you, wasn't exactly going to be lining up for a 5K, but tried our best, that's for sure. And yeah, the 3v1, we do believe the plant's gonna come down, and I don't know, maybe Miss Shots looking for someone being overconfident. I don't know how much she really wants to push in here. Yeah, just check for heads, perhaps.
Retaking Beyond Bayern through a Viper Smoke sounds like an absolute nightmare, and that is what it is, as Miss Shots has to clear every single angle. It is 3 players long, though. So gonna smoke it off. Ooh, I like this little, semi one-way. Gets into the smoke there, taps the bomb, and dies instantly to Natty.
Yeah. That is unfortunately, there's only so much you can expect, really. As, they know what the ultimate goal is, right, for the defenders to get the defuse. So, really, attention on the spike. That doesn't mean you have to be literally on there or apparent there, but it means that you can have a little, just peek out. Once you hear the sound of the defuse, and you're like, I know where it is. I know where to shoot my shot. I know where the head is. And yeah, the defenders can't really do very much. But the shots tried. Didn't get it, and VERSIONX still definitely in this map, but having some trouble.
Yeah, won the important one. That was a bonus, remember, so not bad at all for Omen to die there. But once again, it's going to be the P control setup. There is so much utility in Hookah, but no one's been going there for a lot of this map, so VERSIONX is going to go ahead and just push off, and looks like we're running back towards the midsection, trying for a reset, but Omen is awfully far out, and Miss Shot's going to make Naomi pay.
Well played. And there they are going to push into B through long, so all the utility in Hookah, again, might not be the most beneficial. It's going to help. So we have Milky Way trying to at least head through it. Yeah, I'm gonna back away from that actually. He also has a lockdown and is going to actually buy a lot of time. Well, Seekers come out, they're moving in. They're actually gonna be looking for it. A very aggressive play from VERSIONX. They think they can do it. They're gonna find the lockdown, take that out. And Kara grabs 2. But it's not over yet. The plant is going to be happening, yes, but it's 3v3. The retake from VERSIONX. Still possible as they come in. Or at least clutch through elbow. Not going to be able to find any kills, though. And now, yes, it is very questionable. Can miss shots do anything? She wasn't able to last time. Now she at least has a partner in crime, although I spoke too soon. Lex does get taken out. Nope, no partner in crime. All alone once again. Looking to see what she can do.
Can't believe Rush checked that so late, but I mean, Jet's been missing for so long. Now gonna see one elbow. Again, sets up the smokes, gonna die from Garden. I feel like watching a replay of the last one is gonna go for the duel, does win the first one, but now through the smoke, having to get the defense at the same time. Absolutely almost no chance as Kara finishes the round with a 4K.
That is really nice for Kara, 100%, but at the very least, Miss Shots being able to take some down with her. Something she wasn't able to do in the last round, and she really felt the necessity to get on that spike, but this time around, I think, yeah, initially it was almost a replay, right? And I'm sure it was replaying in her mind as well, so, like, what to watch out for, so still making something happen. I gotta respect that. The score is starting to close. Gap is closing. There's not been any, like, special sauce that anyone has figured out. We have a couple of ultimates on either side, actually 3 for NMG. With the, you know, worse guns, though. I mean, is this the round that you use them? Maybe the knives, but I actually save those for the next round.
Yeah, it looks like holding on to what they have for now, which isn't bad, and I like this from VERSIONX, just slowing things down. Looks like we're gonna try and get some people into showers. We had that push last round, so wanting to defend the potential incoming 2v1. Gonna be Naomi and Rush getting up nice and close. Does tap the orb, does have ult already though. But can donate it to Naomi if needed. Kara also checking things with the Trailblazer. Sees Garden is clear. Sees one elbow. But a lot of room here for VERSIONX to move up and take all this territory. And again, they know they've got the better weapons here, so no need to rush things.
Exactly. Much better guns. Lex is popped the ult indeed. He's going to look for 1 kill. Unfortunately, he doesn't find it and almost dies too. Oh, down to just 10. That's, maybe have someone else go in front of you and then bring out the knives.
Need a tank.
Exactly. Just like take the body shots. It's all good. I mean, that's something that the Phoenix ult could actually allow, but then you'd use the ult this round, and it's a question, you know, do you really want to do that? Maybe if the opportunity seems like a fantastic lineup, but it is still 5-5. Vision, or now I'm just doing it all the time. I didn't even do it initially. VERSIONX, as you were pointing out, not ready to dive in, knowing they have the better situation. It is going to be that A plant. Lex is going apparently face first through the wall. It'd be so difficult to do now. The Astral Wall coming down as well. And Lex, she gonna go for it? No, she's waiting for the rest of her team.
I held my breath on that one. I thought Lex was yeeting through that wall.
Yeah.
Missed shots, trying to challenge a player in showers as the Astral divides the site, and the retake is on. But again, these pistols aren't all that fun to retake with. But Clutch's going to have to go through, and Natty's going to spray him down. Naomi grabs one, but it's Natty with a 2K. Kara going to make it 4, and Milky Way with the cherry on top for the 5th.
Dang. Yeah, you know, you always kind of hope that you can take down someone, that it won't just be a lineup, a little, like, lawnmower going through your entire team, but... Ooh, they didn't really work out in any way, shape, or form. I mean, not that I don't know if they really expected. Again, Lex popping the knives. Yes, that's something that we can expect off the Jet, even in that kind of difficult gun round. But everyone else, I mean, holding on to it. That means that this round, we do have the Phoenix ult, we have the Omen ult, we have better guns here, but the gap is continuing to close. VERSIONX really finding their stride in the second half.
Right here.
Yeah, that much slower round. To me, that was all the territory that Naomi took. She got all the way into the back of A, and then they were able to TP back and plant there, and then the retake was going to be so challenging from that spot. So, like how they set it up as Clutch grabs 1. Only 1, though, as Kara shuts down the ulti.
Yeah, is the runner back, so still very much so alive, with full health and all that. Ooh, even another kill going down. Kara getting caught out in the open, and that leaves only 3 for VERSIONX. Milky Way not going to find the lineup, actually.
I think every challenger that Fominul has met has been swiftly dispatched, so perhaps keep yourselves away from the angle. Unfortunately, the spike has been dropped in that exact angle, so you're going to have to check it one way or the other, and I don't think pushing through the smoke is going to feel all that good! And there's Natty with a second. Rush gets 1, but Natty with a spray down. gonna make it happen. Actually keeping VERSIONX in the round now. Pops the blade stone, goes for the spike. Clutch trying to molly it off, but doesn't get it. This is absolute chaos right now.
Yeah, still very possible. Natty's going to try and get this done, but unfortunately can't. It looked a bit hype for a second, right? But able to buy that time. Of course, you know where the attacker's going to be going, right towards that spike to try and actually win the round. I mean, they could actually have played instead of trying to kill everyone, basically, right? Instead of playing for the spike, but kind of comes down to the same thing. And the hallway there, that choke, just makes it very difficult with the molly, with the smoke. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure what else you could have done off that play. Maybe back away and hope that they push into you, right? But again, why would they?
Yeah, I like the attempt. I think it's definitely a case of like which jet is which. Sometimes you lose track of which jet is popping off, and Natty almost went off. So in that round, instead it's NMG for 10, and Seeker straight down A short, as Clutch is going to try and molly them off. I don't think they're going to stop here. This is a very fast play out of VERSIONX. This GG. Gonna have to try and pick off whoever's pushing through. Lex already up though. Trying to spray through, looking for the shower plays, but there aren't any coming just yet. Plan's gonna happen. And VERSIONX are gonna have a retake on their hands. Sorry, NMG as Lex does get one. Picks up Milky Way there. Now again, still looking for that shower play that's never come through.
Yeah, we have the ult coming down, actually creating a lot of space, making things a little bit hectic, but it was a bit short-lived as we have a 3v3 situation. Rush is about to find another one. There we go. Shots getting taken down. There's another one, and could we get a third? We do indeed.
So nice.
Nicely done, Rush. Putting another point on the board for VERSIONX.
Nice and quick there, up into A. Really clean take. Even though it was having a little trouble spotting up where Lex was, not enough of a problem, except for that one kill, as they're able to hold the territory needed, get the requisite kills. Rush absolutely holding down A short there. So very nicely done. It's looking for the people rotating through. As once again, we are going to be setting things up for the Classic, which is, if you're paying attention, is a B play. And VERSIONX, sorry, NMG, they don't have particularly good guns, so everyone is going to have a party in A.
It's actually very, very funny. Almost like two ships passing in the night. We have all of NMG through A, and then VERSIONX just running straight on through to B. Some utility getting set up there as well. Not much really, even used over on A. And that means that NMG is going to be coming in for a retake. It's actually, I mean, they could continue to be very aggressive, but now it's just so darn hard. VERSIONX has got the guns, and they've already got everyone situated, set up. Now, what can NMG actually do? Well, if they could take out one in hookah, get it started, but even that is actually proving to be a problem. As No Man Milky Way is a little too powerful there. Down to 3. NMG about to lose the lead by the feel of it.
Yeah, Naomi was the player to kill there, and Milky Way is double up there anyway, so once you don't get that kill, very tough to do anything here. They are going to still make a play because you dying gives you more money. Might as well go for it here. Nice little knife's going to find 2, but Milky Way wins the next duel. GG with a Classic only, not going to make it happen, and VX clean up the next 2 for another flawless to tie the game 10-10.
Exactly. It was a hard round, and once the ships passing in the night thing kind of happened, I feel like it did kind of take away the bites that potentially trying to rush into people with worse guns could give you. So once you were just like, oh, no one is here, no one at all, no free picks for us, kind of made it even more terrifying to go back in and try and retake that B. And now we have things a little more even on the guns. 10-10 even map. Absolutely not what was expected. VERSIONX being picked up, being the big team, being Just Breathe, having good performances in the past. Now being really pushed the limits. The newcomers NMG. Now we got a little bit of a play into A. Looking through showers, looking for anything to pick off. And perhaps the ult orb. Yep, that's going to give her the divide. That's a nice little pick at the very least.
So my note here is that if NMG loses this round, I think the map's probably going to be over because their money is absolute trash and VERSIONX built a massive bank. So if you don't win this round, you are not getting to buy in the next round either, which means you're probably playing 12-10 and then you have to run a very precarious situation all the way to tie for OT. So this is an extremely important round for NMG to try and find because if they lose, I just don't think they can economically come back into this one.
Oh, that's a very good point. Very good point. This might not be the actual last round, but it might be for all intents and purposes. Maybe NMG very much thinking about that as well, playing this very safe 3 on A, 2 on B. It looks to be that B push from VERSIONX, so hopefully, I mean, for NMG's sake, they don't get picked off early before the rest of their team can come. They're not backing off that much, though, so already missed shots getting taken down, and that is 2 down. As Phenomenal also gets taken down. That's
Planted.
it might be happening. It might be happening. NMG now in a very difficult spot. Only 3 left over. Got to make something happen right here, right now, or their economy just won't be good enough to actually win this map.
So the one way you can make your economy good enough is if you just save these guns, which I think might be the plan for NMG. Probably just looking for exits at this point. Viperolt's been committed on the site. Extremely sick flash by Kara to the back of site to set up Natty there to kind of make that take look so easy. And NMG are going to say, look, you know what? We know our econ sucks. We're going to hold on to at least the weapons we have. They've still got 2 players with full armor. Clutch can probably rebuy, or sure she doesn't have to if she doesn't want to. 24 is not a bad number, even though you would rather have full. And VERSIONX are going to respect it, just going to all exit through the TP together. And NMG are going to at least try and give themselves a fighting chance in this next round.
That's actually a really nice call. Really nice call. I mean, VERSIONX, could they have tried, you know, anticipating that, or rather reading into it and trying to push it? I mean, maybe, but that seems really dangerous, because 3 properly situated covering each other, still with good guns, is actually a lot to push into. So they take the W and let the other team have at least a shot. I'm not too surprised at all to see NMG take this timeout, try and figure out what to do. Still a bit of a limited situation. VERSIONX on the cusp of winning map 1. Yeah,
so it's, 4 7s and an 8 are the first numbers in the 4-digit econ amounts that VERSIONX currently have, and NMG with not a whole lot. Omen and KO aren't going to be able to buy a full gun, and there's no one that can buy for them, obviously, because of the way the save rules work in Valorant. So if Clutch wants to rebuy armor, she can, but it's going to be like a Spectre or maybe a Bulldog, some suboptimal gun, let's say, or certainly a gun you wouldn't bring into a typical gun round. Again, with how many kills have been happening in these rounds, teams have not been able to build super big banks, but VERSIONX have actually built themselves up a massive one after going on, a string of almost 6 rounds straight, just won there at 18 to kind of break it in the middle. So NMG, I mean, the last round was do or die, it's going to feel even more so in this one.
Yeah. I mean, it's also not just even the economy, it's also a little bit of the ults. We have VERSIONX already with 1, yes, but then kind of getting ever closer to a few more. To pay attention to if a couple picks go off, or if they can get an orb, actually. I don't know if they're going to make a play for it, but... Oh, nice and reserved. They are checking showers, perhaps making sure that the other team doesn't grab a greedy orb. Kara is actually looking to take this on. She's going to find one. Going to find a second one as well. Get Seekers up and running. She's going to hold on to it for now. Play it again. I mean, I don't know if that was safe, right? But she got the pick. So at the end of the day, she's alive. And now she has the ultimate. She has the spike as well. Still communicating with her team as VERSIONX. Just say, okay, great. Now we only have 3 left over, and we're all still alive. We all got the guns. We got 2 ultimates. This feels almost impossible for NMG.
So, not only was that 2K absolutely sick out of Kara, but the fact that she started that play by flicking to kill the KO knife before it pulsed, and then still got the 2K is really what made me wow. But this is going to be trouble. Clutch going to have to run here as Natty's straight into U-Haul.
Not gonna find anyone, but getting situated. We actually even have a little bit of a rush backstab becoming a hide. Actually, I think NMG might be able to get the pick. GG's actually on point. Is she? Oh, no, they trade out a little bit. Oh, no. Oh, I mean, of course, Rush might be in trouble now, or grabs a second one. And obviously he's gonna get taken down eventually, but that puts NMG down to just Clutch. Not too much utility on her side either. I mean, maybe try and flash and bring someone down. Yeah, that's exactly what she's gonna do. Try and open up that angle. Open up that corner, check it out, but then there's still 4 people. So, you know, like, you can't find everyone, and one of them is going to be able to shoot you while you're focusing on someone else. So she's gonna back off.
Yep, gonna bring the Hero Phantom into the next round. Gonna have to win out here to force OT for NMG, so a really tough spot. VERSIONX have just navigated kind of the back half of these attacking rounds so beautifully, and Kara is going off this map. We thought, Naomi, former finalist in the last series of this particular tournament series for Verizon Game Changers, but Kara on Sky, not just for the utility she's been using, but the aim is so crispy. And understandably topping the leaderboards at 23. I didn't even know that, but in my head I'm like, surely she has to be at the top, as NMG are going to have a real struggle on their hands to try and bring this one back and force an overtime.
That actually might be a real contender for play of the day, the flick for the knife and
so
then
nice.
getting to. That was... Oh, things I wish you could do,
Yeah, same.
Yeah. But, yeah,
That's
okay,
every
so
time I watch
story...
Valorant, I feel like, man, if only I could do that. 10
That's
times
so
in a row.
easy.
I know.
You just move your mouse left and then you move it back right. It's definitely not. Yeah, the story it comes out to be, can NMG actually take this map? It's not looking like it right now as VERSIONX just go all in on B. A little bit of a dog scout there. Some missed shots. Going to be backing away. Oh, and we have the Astral Wall coming down. I mean, she's been keeping that back in her back pocket for a while. It's going to divide B sites, make it a little bit awkward. Oh, Phenomenal actually. Nah, not going to be able to find too much more. And that leaves NMG down at 3 on their last rounds. It's not looking so hot. Spike has been planted. Now they're also on a timer.
Yep, maybe new sitcom 2.5 rifles here for NMG as they are going to look to try and play the retake, but Clutch popping and running back, sees the spike, but can't see any other players. Elbow clear, but everyone's chilling in the garden. It's a little party. Clutch is going to get the ulti stripped away, and Kara, of course, is going to finish things off in style. Flashes herself through, gets the 2K. Clutch gets her back, but Natty is going to seal the match.